Good morning, scholars of room 502. Welcome to Language Arts. We're going to start, if we haven't done so, on our writing. And we're going to get our notes from the other day. We're going to work on setting the scene. And remember, writing a narrative about how Lad, from his point of view, first person, our first dog point of view in this case, how he feels about being, his new position as guarding the animals on Pony Ranch. So let's just take a look at our notes again. We have our setting, Pony Ranch, quiet, sunny, not as fancy as the place. We have the characters, Lad, aloof, snobby, follows orders, Misty, quiet and happy, the hen, not scared of others, and two more characters. Oh, where are you guys? Oh, here we go. Billy Blaze and Watch Eyes, young, eager, and friendly. So let's just start with the setting to begin with. Pony Ranch, quiet, sunny, not as fancy as the place. We can use these notes to write our narrative. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe this, I'm not sure about where they are, where their locations are in the country, but maybe it's let's just say it's a couple hours car ride, all right? So we'll say after a long ride, let's go by train, on a train, I found myself at a quiet place called Pony Ranch. Okay, after a long ride on a train, I found myself at a quiet place called Pony Ranch. Now, we've established a setting. We're going to talk a little bit more about it being sunny and not as fancy as the place. But we need to introduce Lad, how he's aloof, snobby, and follows orders. So we could say maybe that I was dropped off and met my new master. Okay. He led me to a field and told me I would be guarding all of the animals. All right. Now we should we need to develop some more of information about Lad to introduce him in the setting. So we could say he, because he follows orders, told me to go and explore the ranch. So now here we can establish what Lad thinks of the ranch. This place was not as fancy as my old home. Okay, so we've got all of this now. What we need to do is we need to talk about the characters now, because we've established that this ranch isn't as fancy as the old home. So we're going to try to bring in how Lad's aloof and snobby, and as he meets the various animals, Misty the hen, and Billy Blaze and Watch Eyes. And if we look back on our notes, for the beginning, Lad arrives at Pony Ranch. I will use this event to introduce and describe Lad, Pony Ranch, and the animals there. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to go back to my notes on the setting. And we will have him meet Billy Blaze and Watch Eyes. And this is a way that we can bring in Lad's snobbiness. So we could say, I saw two silly ponies playing in the field. Okay. I looked around and saw a shed. There was and then here's we can introduce Misty, right? A horse that seemed a horse looking out the window. The opening of the shed. She seemed quite happy. And who else do we have to introduce? The hen, right? And the only thing we really know about the hen is not scared of others. I walked closer to the shed and noticed a hen that seemed not to fear other animals. So if you need to pause this to write this, or if you want to write your own and use this as kind of a guide, that's fine. But let's just review what we wrote so far and see if we accomplished our goal. Remember, our setting, Pony Ranch, quiet, sunny, not as fancy as the place. And our beginning, Lad arrives at Pony Ranch. I will use this event to introduce and describe Lad, Pony Ranch, and the animals there. So after a long ride in a train, I found myself at a quiet place called Pony Ranch. I was dropped off and met my new master. He led me to a field and told me I would be guarding all of the animals. So we've already determined that he's good at following orders and that it's a quiet place. He told me to go and explore the ranch. This place was not as fancy as my old home. There we've determined that we wrote that in the notes and we wanted to write that. I saw two silly ponies playing in the field. This shows that Lad's kind of a snob. You know, they're silly, they're out there playing. I looked around and saw a shed. There was a horse looking out the opening of the shed. I'll put of. She seemed quite happy. So we're talking about Misty there. I walked closer to the shed and noticed a hen that seemed not to fear other animals. So the only thing we really didn't get in from our notes, right? We got Pony Ranch is quiet. We didn't get into that it was a sunny day. Maybe we can put that in later. Not as fancy as the place. We got in that Lad's kind of aloof and snobby and follows orders. We notice that Misty's happy and the hen's not afraid of others. And that Billy, Blaze, and Watch Eyes are young and eager. We don't know if they're friendly yet. So we'll have to get to the middle of our story. So you can start writing your story in documents like you've done in the past, Word doc. Or you can come up with your own, or you can kind of copy mine and make it your own. So I'm going to leave that there to pause if you like, so you can read it again. And I'll leave this here to pause for a while so you can look at that. Thank you so much for being a wonderful class. Make sure you check out Science today. We're going to see if the Very Berry ink works. And we're also going to see, get to IXL and Imagine Learning. Thank you so much, those of you who are hopping onto those programs and working so hard on them. I miss you all, and I hope to see you pretty soon, maybe next school year. All right, bye for now.